What do you really want in life? Take a moment and really think about it. What are your most important goals? What difference would it make in your life if you could create these results right now? Would you choose financial freedom? Would you choose better relationships? Would you choose to be healthier? Would you choose to accomplish a dream or pursue a passion that you've never told anyone about? What would your future be like? If you're ready to unlock the door to these kinds of possibilities and more, you are in for a treat. Douglas Vermeeren has conducted extensive research into the lives of more than 400 of the world's top achievers. Douglas Vermeeren knows what they did to get to the top, and he can show you how. Are you ready to create massive results? Is there room at the top for you? With these exclusive success strategies, Doug has been featured on hundreds of TV and radio programs throughout the world, giving him the title of North America's Achievement Expert. ABC and Fox call him the modern-day Napoleon Hill. Enterprise magazine calls him Canada's Tony Robbins. His unique achievement strategies have created incredible results for people just like you in nearly every corner of the globe. If you want to create massive results and change in your life, you must have the right tools and strategies. Tools and strategies that work. With Douglas Vermeeren, you get the most direct and effective path to the top.
Talking with Doug Vermeeren, creator of the coaching program Achievement Accelerated. It's a program designed to show you how you can reach maximum personal and business results, as well as teaching you effective goal achievement. Hey, thanks so much for talking to me today, Doug.
Yeah, it's good to be with you.
So, Doug, can you tell me a little bit about how you came up with the principles contained in Achievement Accelerated?
Well, it's kind of interesting. When I was in college, I stumbled across a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Right.
And Napoleon Hill basically interviewed more than 400 of the world's top achievers in his day. They were innovators, inventors, people like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and that gang. And so what I did is I actually conducted my own study with 400 of the top achievers in our day. The big difference is, though, is I expanded that to include, multinational corporations. I included celebrities, athletes, top business leaders. And I also went more in depth. In Napoleon Hill's day, they studied really the behavior. I started to study the thought processes and, how they stayed focused really with the goals that mattered and how they created the maximum results that they attained in their lives.
Yeah, now there are a lot of different programs out there. All differ a little bit. Well, what's different about your program?
Well, I'd say probably the biggest thing that's different about our program is it's actually tried and true and tested in reality. Like I said, where I got my information was actually working with the top achievers. And most of the programs that are out there actually are based on stuff that's been published again and again and again. So when you're with many of the other programs, you're just kind of getting like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy
Right.
to get as a blueprint to get your results. Whereas in the stuff that I'm sharing, it's actually quite different than what you'd expect. In fact, that whole idea of to get to your goals, you got to write it down, set a date, write it down, set a date. It actually came from assembly line manufacturing.
Yeah.
And if you know, if you
Yeah.
think about assembly line manufacturing, we're human beings, not human doings.
Right.
And so if we don't really have it structured correctly for us to be inspired and motivated, it's really tough for us to follow through and get it done.
Yeah, I mean, that is so true. And, you've done like some research and actually found out these things. So what's the main thing, do you think, that keeps people from getting to their goals?
Well, I'd say there's several main things that keep different people from getting to their goals because, of course, we're all unique individuals. So we need to be motivated in different ways. We need to get excited in different ways. But I think just off the top of my head, there's really one major principle, and then I guess you'd say three foundational principles. The one major principle that everybody has problems with is staying focused with goals that matter because life just happens. It just gets in the way. You have an intention to do something, and then obviously obstacles pop up, whether it's driving the kids to soccer or, something at work, someone puts it on your desk last minute or one thing or another. So staying focused is a big, big key. If you can learn how to handle that, you can really advance where you need to go. And then the real foundational principle is really three pillars. Everything that we do, every achievement that we do can really be traced to three things: our belief in our ability to succeed, our knowledge of what to do, and lastly, our ability to do it. And most people, they have a really strong belief of what they want to do, but they don't know how to start.
Right.
Or if they know how to start, they get going and they find out that they really haven't yet acquired the abilities, and so therefore they quit. So in our program, we really kind of make the three congruent in an individual, help them to on what we've seen through the top achievers who've already created these maximum results in their life. And lastly, to help you in the ability to implement it so that you can eventually be successful at attaining that goal.
Yeah, I mean, you provide a roadmap basically for them, and you say everybody is unique. So can the program work for everybody, and why?
Absolutely it does. In fact, even in our experience of teaching this program over the last several years, I've seen people who have started with next to nothing and been through difficult circumstances, whether it's divorce or bankruptcy, or in some cases people who've had significant health problems or even fitness problems that they wanted to change their life in terms of losing weight and getting better, and they've seen amazing results. But I've also seen people who've already been at that pinnacle of success, people, in fact, that I've worked with who have already been involved in billion-dollar organizations, people who've been CEOs of top companies, and even one of my specialties is I do a lot of work with celebrities and athletes, so people who are very well recognized for their accomplishments, they actually come to us as well to continue that and step further into, more powerful accomplishments.
How exciting.
I think as long as you're breathing, there is a potential for you to move forward and to do something even more exciting than where you've been.
Yeah, how exciting it is. And what kind of results are you seeing from some of these people?
Oh, we're seeing massive results. And the thing that, again, I find, that speaks most for the results is obviously a teacher like me is only as strong as his students are. So, my students, that's my goal. My students have to see success. That's my measure of success. And like I said, I've got several, athletes and celebrities, top business leaders. In fact, even working with us, we've had, I probably am not allowed to mention names in some circumstances because it's a bit confidential, but I've got some massive individuals, and if you were to come by my blog and website, you can see photos of me with many of them. But, it's not always those massive successes that are the most inspiring.
Right,
Sometimes it's actually people who have never really yet done anything massive. People who started out, maybe even a little bit timid and shy and maybe even not having a lot of self-confidence in their own belief, those are the successes that I really celebrate because, we see those people literally turn around. They come out of their shell, and we had one fella who had just gone through a divorce, and he had gained a substantial amount of weight. He was eating out at fast food restaurants regularly, and he was severely in debt and quite depressed, and we were able to help him turn things around, and now he's actually preparing to become a champion bodybuilder.
Wow.
And, he now also coaches personal fitness, and this is in a very short time. We're talking like 9 months later, this guy is back on top of the world. So I think if you have the right support team and the right tools, I believe you can do anything.
Yeah, really. I mean, you're the creator of this brand new coaching program, Achievement Accelerated. And you can see, it's a program designed to show you how you can reach maximum personal and business results, as well as teaching you effective goal achievement. It's just, everybody needs some direction, when they're looking to go to a different place in their life. How can a person get more information on this program, Doug?
The best way to do that is to come to our website, which is douglasvermeeren.com, and Vermeeren is spelled Vermeeren, and just click on the link, Achievement Accelerated, and that'll lead you to more information about the course. You could also, of course, go to YouTube, and there's lots of great testimonial videos there that people have put in. You just have to type in, again, Achievement Accelerated, and that will also lead you back to us.
Thank you so much for talking to me today, Doug.
Yeah, it's been great to be with you.